2020 will go down in history as a year that brought us many troubles, to say the least. But it hasn't been all bad. We made a list of 150 good things that happened this year, and we're breaking them down in 3 videos. And now, here's the second installment of 50 things that didn't suck this year.
All right, we're back to our list of the 150 things that did not suck this year. Coming in at number 51, we have The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett, who joined us a couple weeks ago. Still my favorite book of the year.
Yeah, read that and Mother.
Remember when she explained to us how to write thoughts that are longer than a tweet? I am still confused and think she is a witch.
Number 52 is the last concert that I saw before quarantine. It was Tame Impala.
Oh, wow.
It was a very good concert. It was days before the shutdown in March, and I definitely kept telling my best friend Royce that I thought that we were going to get COVID at that concert, and then we didn't.
The last show I went to was Vincent. I think I saw you there. Honorary add that person to this list because just enjoyable overall. Next, we have the Savage remix. Oh my gosh, Beyonce, Meg Thee Stallion.
Who told Beyonce about OnlyFans? Who wants? I want to know. I want to know.
Solange.
You think? Yes, you are correct.
Yeah.
I think it was probably Solange being like, "Have you seen this?" And who do we think she like checked out an account or two?
Oh, definitely.
I hope Bella Thorne wasn't the intro.
Speaking of Solange's secret Instagram.
Ooh, cancer season is forever. Oh my God, it is the absolute best account. And I'm sorry, it's private. So if you're not in, baby girl. Go figure it out.
At 55, a little K-pop entry. I started loving BTS this year, thanks to the VMAs. And also, Blackpink released a new album called The Album, which is only 24 minutes long. So I'm a little upset that they're calling it an album. But go ahead, girls. It's a bop.
Yes. In addition to the Blackpink one, they do have a documentary coming out on Netflix.
At 56, I completely forgot that The Strokes released a new album this year, too. And it's actually pretty great. So the new Abnormal, I'm going to be revisiting that.
Anthony Porowski t-shirt culture, very important.
At 57, we didn't talk that much about Sawayama, but everyone's been loving her this year.
Yeah, Rena's kind of been an afterthought to all of our podcasts, but she deserves the spotlight.
I think people are especially fond of the Evanescence era of like super produced, anger forward pop music, and she really brings that kind of Linkin Parky grit.
Next, we have Selling Sunset, which we talk about a lot and we love. And Chriselle is a big fan of the podcast. I'd hope she talks to us. Love her.
Big fan of my Instagram comments, too. she loves to comment on my Instagram, and we love her for it.
The day I saw Chriselle followed me on Twitter, I was just like, what is my life? Next, drive-in theaters are back is next on our list, which I haven't actually been to one. Have you guys gone to one?
No. What's next? Malt shops?
Racism, segregation.
Yeah, Brown v. Board of Education. Yeah.
At number 60, there is still a travel ban on Americans going anywhere else in the world, but we did get to travel to Chromatica.
Which is largely Crayola colored, if the music videos are to be believed.
The VMA performance was it, and surprisingly, a very good, I don't want to say comeback, because I did enjoy Joanne, but, you know, it was a very, and A Star is Born and all that other shit happened recently, too. So there's nothing really to come back from, but a very successful era, I feel like, for Gaga amidst all of this.
61, Never Have I Ever on Netflix. I'm still unnerved by John McEnroe being such a correct narrator for the show. Who would have predicted that?
I love that Mindy Kaling made that move, or whoever on her team dreamt that idea up, but it works so perfectly, and I haven't seen a narrator weaved into the story as well since Into the Woods.
Yeah, or Our Town? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Magnolia.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is Dave on FX, the Little Dicky show that I vacillated with. It seems like I don't actually like or dislike anything. I can be easily swayed. So by episode 3, I was on board, and it's a fun show, and you should watch it as well.
Are you back to liking Paul Rudd yet?
No, we beef. I beef now.
63, we have The Great on Hulu, which I don't even know if we talked about really on the show, but I thought it was fantastic. And it has this sort of like Buffy quality.
Can I say something about Elle Fanning? I'm always talking about who's going to play Karen Carpenter in the eventual biopic, and I don't know that that actress exists, but she does have the blend of innocence, like a pureness, and then also a deep, heavy sadness. So if anybody can think of a better option, I need to hear it because I want to solve this in my brain.
I need peace.
Well, then I have to throw on the list too, speaking of the Carpenters, the cover of Superstar by one of my favorite bands, Tennis, came out last week, and it is like a 80s like electro-poppy sounding cover. It's fantastic. And also, for people who don't know, the Carpenter song itself is a cover. And so now there are 3 excellent covers of this song: the Carpenters, Tennis, and of course, Luther Vandross's version.
And Ruben Studdard, yes. I like it. It's a really video gamey sounding cover. There's also a cover album of the Carpenters called If I Were a Carpenter that has a famous version by Sonic Youth on it. But there's a Matthew Sweet cover of Let Me Be the One that I am constantly obsessed with. So listen to that. The next one, The Parkers, Moesha, Girlfriends, and The Game, all on Netflix. Thank you, Exactly 1999.
Oh, I would also just add Sister Sister to that list, and now it's exhaustive.
I have also been rewatching The Parkers, and my favorite thing about the show, which debuted in 99, is jokes that I missed before that are like laugh-in jokes and like Gilligan's Island jokes. And it's like, of course, these are jokes being written by adults who grew up with those shows. So I wouldn't have seen those references as like a 13-year-old, but now I get them rewatching.
Next on our list, of course, we have Black is King. Just the gowns. The great, great gowns. After that,
it was great gowns.
It was great gowns. It wasn't nice. It wasn't nice gowns. It was great gowns. And a lot of you guys learned how to make bread. I was one of them. I have a pumpernickel over here.
Oh, well,
that's brought us any pumpernickel.
Yeah.
Where's our bread, Aida?
Bread. Yeah. I'm kidding.
Lewis loves bread, everyone. He's like Oprah when it comes to bread.
I'm from the Midwest. It's like a disease for us.
Like
yeah.
A walking schnitzel. Okay,
That's
next.
The Midwest might as well be Paris. We're just walking around with loaves of bread sticking out our bags.
Like Emily.
Emily in Wisconsin.
Yeah. Emily in Toledo is the next season.
At number 68, remember Michael Bloomberg tried to run for president? And he sucked at it.
Next.
And it was really fun to watch.
I still consider him a small bank that Elizabeth Warren regulated live on stage.
At 69, remember we figured out what mummies sound like?
That was so awesome. A dull shriek is what they uncovered from centuries past, and I respect that energy.
At number 70, well, very few people were forced to see the movie Tenet.
Whatever genre of movie that was, yeah.
Though some of those people have not returned to their homes. We've lost track of them entirely.
Ellen was outed as a monster, which is the next thing on our list. It brought a lot of pain.
Not Burstyn.
No.
Oh,
Bethany Frankel's close friend, Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, okay,
yeah. And remember that first week of the pandemic when the air was really, really clear in LA?
Oh my God, blue as the eye can see for the first time ever.
We had the cleanest air of any metropolis in the world for a split second. That was some through the looking glass shit.
Also, at number 73, we fetched the bolt cutters this year.
Yes, we learned who Shamika was. We did a lot.
Shamika's okay.
I like Shamika.
We got that twisted sample of a Singin' in the Rain song, that Good Morning. Really tainted that Debbie Reynolds shit forever.
And a really great profile of her, too.
Yeah. Chris Evans did that dick pic for voter turnout and then talked about it for weeks and weeks afterward as if we cared.
It was like a shadow of a dick pic, but great.
The Lakers won the championship in the bubble, so that was great. That was great from my friend Sam Greisman, who loves the Lakers.
Yeah, and great for this year with us having lost Kobe. It was the night that I came home to LA. I'm back in LA, and there were so many fireworks, and I was like, I didn't know y'all missed me that much. But no.
I was with a friend. The fireworks were going off, and they were like, "What is happening?" And I was like, "Girl, the Lakers just won."
Could be war. Could be
Welcome
championship
to LA.
win.
And they had the Black Mamba uniforms. It was sentimental. It was nice.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
sweet.
There was a lot of super spreading going on outside Staples Center, with everyone swarming that to celebrate. Maybe could have done without that.
True.
But also, LeBron and other NBA players this year raised money for ex-felons' voter rights in Florida. So that was a pretty rad thing that happened.
He's impressive.
We had two really great stand-up specials this year. Yvonne Orji, who plays Molly on Insecure, did her stand-up special. That was amazing. And Sam Jay, who is a writer for SNL and is an amazing comedian, had her stand-up special as well. Go check those both out. Hilarious. Very funny.
And Yvonne landed an Emmy nomination. And you know who I think is a future Emmy nominee? Z-Way, who by the way, not to be one of those people who's like, I liked them before they were famous. The thing she did, what was that YouTube show called? Race Baiting or something? I forget what it was called. Baited. When she would get like white gay comics or white showrunners on and make them nervous, that was just as funny as this Instagram shit. So you can look up all her old shit. It's always funny.
Love her.
Also, one of my favorite podcasts had an amazing season this year, at number 80 on the list. I'm going to give it to Slow Burn Season 4, which is about David Duke and the rise of the KKK and how white supremacy is still frolicking in America.
And then we have Game Show on Quibi, which is run by the two nicest white supremacists I know, Dave Mazzoni and Matt Rogers.
The hair is too coiffed. The hair is too coiffed. The muscles are too good. Something's happening there.
I don't know if anyone has been watching Dancing with the Stars.
No.
You would think that Tyra Banks and her lunacy would be the draw here, but at 82, Anne Heche on Dancing with the
Wow.
Stars was truly something to behold.
One of my favorite actresses who's just like pure nervous veins. Somebody whose arms are always outstretched. She's always stressing you out. She's trapped on that goddamn island with Harrison Ford, whatever.
At number 83, another reality show, we have Drag Race Canada, which made the show fun again. I feel
like these new versions, yeah, because they're not so reliant on ruse enthusiasm, which kind of comes and goes.
And Stacey McKenzie was one of the standout judges for me this year. And I don't think she got enough love.
Hopefully she gets even better. And hopefully by that I mean Jeffrey Boyer Chapman is minimized.
The biggest lesbian win of all time, Niecy Nash and Jessica Betts' surprise wedding that literally floored us all.
Yes, this is why we do this episode. What a fucking awesome moment.
Beautiful.
Truly just the day that you're on Instagram and you see Niecy Nash and then you see that she's married and then you're like, oh, she's married to Jessica Betts. And you're like, when was this happening?
This was a double win for me because I saw the photo originally without glasses on, so I was like, oh, the internet's just happy about this dyke wedding. And then when I put my glasses on, it was 2 stars.
Velma, get with the program.
Right.
At 85, still laughing about Kat McPhee being exposed as a Republican and the fact that she has not sent out a single tweet or Instagram post since the day that news dropped.
Right. It would have taken one post being like, actually, you're mistaken. I didn't donate to those Republicans. But for some reason, that didn't happen.
Next on the list at 86 is Kendall Jenner bravely coming out as a stoner on Kate and Oliver Hudson's podcast. Wow, what a feat. What a brave woman.
I'm emotional about it.
She's a first responder in a way.
I'm emotional about Kate and Oliver Hudson having a podcast in the first place.
Yes. Yeah.
That is cute.
At 87, one of Lewis's heroines, Kate Winslet, finally said that she regrets working with Woody Allen and Roman Polanski.
I really didn't think we'd ever get a response about that. And suddenly she was like, what the hell was I thinking? Like really angry with herself, seemingly. It was satisfying.
At 88, remember when Laura Dern saw Baby Yoda at a basketball game?
Have you seen Baby Yoda?
Yes, I did.
What do you think about Baby
Just
Yoda?
today.
What do you think of it?
I saw
I don't know if it's a him or a he or she.
I don't know, but I think he was at a basketball game. That's all I'm going to say. That I think I saw him at a basketball game.
Okay.
It was in
Yeah.
PA.
Remember when The Mandalorian? That's it. That's the whole question.
Best drama nominee, The Mandalorian. Are we sure?
At 89, Matt James is the first black bachelor.
Yeah, congrats to him.
And now we have
actually-
a bachelorette who's 39 years old, the oldest one ever.
Older women can get married. And at number 90, we have Harry and Meghan left the royal family this year.
A glamorous excommunication. We love to see it. We haven't seen it since the Crusades. Thank you.
Yeah, some Edward VIII, Wallace Simpson shit. Yeah.
This is going to be a string of them just celebrating Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B. Because at 91, we have Tory Lanez finally charged for
Fuck
shooting
that
Megan
nigga.
Thee Stallion.
Fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga.
Megan called Daniel Cameron a sellout Negro on SNL. We got the Watt video. And Cardi finally filing for divorce from Offset, even if they kissed at her birthday party.
Yeah, doesn't count. That's a parting kiss. That's a farewell.
Also, I messed up and put a Cardi thing later in the show that we just have to bring up now, which is that video where she says, I should be at a restaurant eating sushi.
That one, yeah. And also she did get to score the whole quarantine with coronavirus. Shit is
Yes.
getting real. Woo.
And at number 96, Biden told Trump to shut up during a debate. And it was fantastic seeing someone get to do that to him on TV, finally.
The
Radical
question-
left.
Will you shut up, man?
Listen, who is on your list, Joe?
And I got to see a notification about it, which was the funniest notification to ever receive. But Biden said, shut up, man. Cool. Thanks, news.
Also, nobody epitomizes somebody who addresses somebody else as man more than Joe Biden. Come on, man. Yeah.
Well, the Kardashians are over.
Oh,
Anyway, Scream 5 was announced.
Come on, Gale Weathers, one of the
Yeah.
great gay icons of cinema. Though, by the way, shout out to Jamie Kennedy in the Scream movies. He really is the one who spoke to me most. Like, memorizing movie facts and then trying to use them to save your own life. That's me.
A couple more albums that I really enjoyed this year were the Shamir album and Charlie XCX's Quarantine album that she had fans help her make.
yeah, in her bedroom. If that's not inspiration enough for all of you girls to make the music from your home, to go do
She
it.
truly drops an album every 3 weeks, so congrats to her.
Thanks for watching, and we'll be dropping one last video with our final 50 best moments of the year, so keep an eye out for that.